Markets stabilize after being roiled by Iran missile attack. New York, AP. Markets are stabilizing in early trading on Wall Street after being roiled overnight following an Iranian missile attack on U.S. bases in Iraq. The strike was in retaliation for the killing of an Iranian general last week. Stocks opened mostly higher and oil prices retreated after spiking overnight on the latest escalation of tensions between the U.S. and Iran. The S&P 500 rose 7 points, or 0.2%, to 3,241. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 7 points, or 0.1%, to 28,590. The Nasdaq added 22 points, or 0.2%, to 9,090. The yield on the 10-year Treasury held steady at 1.82%. This is a breaking news update. AP's earlier story follows below. Oil prices rose and global stock markets fell Wednesday after Iran fired missiles at U.S. bases in Iraq in retaliation for the killing of an Iranian general. Brent crude futures, the benchmark for international oils, spiked more than $3 per barrel in London before retreating. Stock markets in London and Frankfurt opened lower and Tokyo's benchmark fell nearly 2% before recovering some of its losses. Hong Kong and Shanghai also retreated. Investors appear to be pricing for an all-out war, said Jing Yipan of the Guinea report. The Pentagon said Iran fired more than a dozen missiles at bases in Iraq used by U.S. troops. President Donald Trump tweeted all is well, and that casualty and damage assessments were ongoing, adding so far, so good. Iran's foreign minister described the missile firings as proportionate measures in self-defense. Financial markets have been on edge about possible U.S.-Iranian conflict and disruption of oil supplies since last week's killing of General Qasem Soleimani by a U.S. drone in Baghdad. Brent crude was up 78 cents at $69.05. At the start of trading, it spiked $3.48 to $71.75 before retreating. Benchmark U.S. crude was up 55 cents to $63.25 per barrel in electronic trading on the New York Mercantile Exchange. It earlier jumped $2.95 to $65.65 before settling back. Higher prices for imported oil could push up inflation in economies including China and India, making it harder for central banks to support growth by easing monetary policy, said Rajiv Biswas of IHS Markit in a report. In early trading, London's FTSE 100 lost 0.6% to 7,525.48 and Frankfurt's DAX shed 0.7% to 13,134.26. France's CAC 40 lost 0.5% to 5,98049. On Wall Street, the future for the benchmark Standard & Poor's 500 index lost 0.2% and that for the Dow Jones Industrial Average was off 0.4%. On Tuesday, the S&P 500 index lost 0.3% in trading that closed before the Iranian attack. The Dow shed 0.4% and the Nasdaq Composite slipped less than 0.1%. In Asia, Tokyo's Nikkei 225 index fell 1.6% at 23,204.76 and Hong Kong's Hang Seng fell 0.9% to 28,087.92. The Shanghai Composite Index lost 1.2% to 3,066.89 and South Korea's. For more on this story, visit the news article link.